Welcome everyone to March Movie Madness in 2024. This year is going to be very exciting. This year, instead of me picking my top 16 and then ranking them, what I did instead was I still picked my personal best of Pixar, Disney, DreamWorks, and everything else, but instead of me using my top 16, I used the Rotten Tomatoes critic scores to rank all of these different movies. So there will be some crazy positionings, as you will see, especially when it comes to Disney. Let's go ahead and take a look at Pixar here and see what we have for Pixar. Number 1 is Toy Story 2 as the number 1 best film for Pixar. Next, it's Cars 2. Cars 2 wouldn't have made the top 16 just going off of Rotten Tomatoes scores, but because it's on my list, it made it onto here. And so the winner of this team will move up. No brainer, it's definitely going to be Toy Story 2. There's no chance. Sorry. Then it's Up, and it will be going up against Luca. Luca, not a bad film. There's no way it's going to be Up, though. Sorry. Number 3 seed is Finding Nemo, and it will be going up against Cars. Very interesting matchup. Cars won last year's March Movie Madness. I don't. It shouldn't move up. I don't know. This year I will be using polls on my Instagram, on my Discord, and here on YouTube to decide what moves up and not. So it will not be a one-person decision this year. It will be a majority decision. If it is a tie, I will go back to either Rotten Tomatoes audience score to decide the tie, and after that, if there's another tie, I will go to IMDb, and then I'll go back and forth between the audience score and an IMDb score to break ties if there are votes. Because honestly, I don't have that many people on my Instagram or YouTube and Discord, so I'm foreseeing quite a few ties here. Our number 7 seed is The Incredibles. It baffles me that The Incredibles is that low. Number 7, ridiculous. Gosh. Anyway, it will be going up against WALL-E. Very tough one here. A lot of people would say WALL-E's one of the best Pixar has to offer. I disagree. 10 seems about right for my ranking here. I'm a little scared. First round, Incredibles going up against WALL-E, but hopefully The Incredibles will pull it out. Incredibles is obviously my number 1 pick for Pixar. Number 2 seed is Toy Story, and it will be going up against Elemental. Not a problem. Toy Story will sweep. Number 6 seed, Coco, and it will be going up against A Bug's Life. I'm pretty confident Coco will win out that one. A Bug's Life is fantastic, but I don't think Coco is a pretty good movie. Pretty good. Number 4 seed, Toy Story 3. So all the Toy Stories are very high. It will be going up against Monsters University. Not scared at all. Toy Story 3 will win it out. Number 8 seed is Ratatouille, and it will be going up against Monsters, Inc. These two, I agree. These two are pretty close together. Ratatouille, although I would say a pretty good amount better. I'm very expecting Ratatouille to win this one. Monsters, Inc. wouldn't shock me if it pulled out an upset, but Ratatouille I would say is number 2 for Pixar. So I'm pretty confident Ratatouille will win this one. Let's move down to Disney. Number 1 for Disney, the best ranked Disney for Rotten Tomatoes purposes anyway, is Cinderella. Cinderella barely made it on my list, but it makes it to the number 1 slot for Rotten Tomatoes scores, I guess. And it will be going up against Wish. Well, there's a freebie for Cinderella. Automatic moving up for the first round. Okay. Number 5, we've got The Little Mermaid. That's ranked very high. And it'll be going up against The Emperor's New Groove. Emperor's New Groove all the way. Sorry about that. Number 3 is Beauty and the Beast going up against The Fox and the Hound. Yeah, Beauty and the Beast sweeps that one. Then we've got Tangled at number 7, and it will be going up against Wreck-It Ralph. Now here, I can very much see this being an upset. I would personally... I don't know. Tangled versus Wreck-It Ralph. Those two are very close together. But I can definitely see an upset right here. I would not be mad either way. Number 2 seed is Aladdin. Fantastic. Against number 15, which is Robin Hood. it'd be pretty hard for Robin Hood to beat out Aladdin. Number 6 is Frozen. It'll be going up against Lilo and Stitch. Oof, tough one. I'm afraid I'm gonna have to go with Frozen on this one. Frozen has my vote. And then number 4 seed is The Lion King, and it will be going up against Hercules. Yeah, The Lion King will win that one. Sorry. Number 8 is Sleeping Beauty, and number 9, The Jungle Book. Yeah, like they're 8 and 9 seed, but really Sleeping Beauty is way better than The Jungle Book. So, I mean, I don't know how other people feel about The Jungle Book, but I'm 100% would vote for Sleeping Beauty. That's another question. Should I vote in my own polls? Yeah, probably not. Probably not. It'd just be too much temptation, especially if I could sway it, stop a tie or anything. I can't allow that to happen. All right, over here for DreamWorks, what do we have? At number 1, it is the How to Train Your Dragon, and it will be going up against The Road to El Dorado. Shockingly, that is the lowest ranking on this top 16. That's crazy. The Road to El Dorado is fantastic. Oh well, we'll see. It will lose to How to Train Your Dragon. There's no way it's gonna beat that. Number 5 is How to Train Your Dragon 2, and it's going up against Ruby Gillman, Teenage Kraken. I'm pretty confident this matchup right here is going to be the two How to Train Your Dragon movies against each other. Number 3 seed is Puss in Boots: The Last Wish, and it will be going up against Megamind. It blows my mind that Megamind is ranked 14th. That is just so low. That's crazy. It might not even make the top 16 if I was strictly doing Rotten Tomatoes. It might have just made it because it's on my list. That's crazy to me. Megamind is fantastic. But as for who's going to win this, it could go either way. Puss in Boots probably should win. I'm not saying I would vote for it, but it probably should win. It is a better movie. Number 7 seed, Shrek. It will be going up against The Prince of Egypt. Yeah, Prince of Egypt all the way. Sorry, best film for DreamWorks. That's my pick for DreamWorks best right there. Number 2 seed is Chicken Run. Surprisingly, it will be going up against Madagascar 2. Very interesting. I'm going to go with Chicken Run on that one. Madagascar 2, best Madagascar movie by far, but it's no Chicken Run. Chicken Run's pretty great. Number 6 seed, Shrek 2 against Rise of the Guardians. Shrek 2 is the only film that I have not seen that is on this list. I'm just putting up here out of respect for it because I've heard it's better than the first Shrek, and I did like the first Shrek. Thank you for getting me 100 subscribers so I can see it. Get me to 1,000 so I can watch Shrek 2. All right, number 4 seed, Wallace and Gromit: Curse of the Were-Rabbit. Very great movie. Probably shouldn't be that high ranked. Against number 13, which is Penguins of Madagascar. It's kind of, I would vote for Curse of the Were-Rabbit, obviously, to win, but I could definitely see Penguins of Madagascar winning it out. Especially with all my friends, I can definitely see Penguins of Madagascar. Number 8, which is Kung Fu Panda against number 9, Kung Fu Panda 2. I would vote for Kung Fu Panda. I'm pretty sure most people agree with me on that one, but I could be surprised. Kung Fu Panda 2 is fantastic. I would not be mad if it beat Kung Fu Panda 1, but obviously I think Kung Fu Panda 1 would beat it out. Kung Fu Panda would be my runner-up after The Prince of Egypt. And down here for this everything else category. Again, I'll remind you, these are not my rankings. These are my top 16 of the everything else category, but then I plugged that into Rotten Tomatoes, and it gave me, for the number 1 best score on Rotten Tomatoes, Justice League Dark Apocalypse War. And against the number 16 seed, which was Justice League The New Frontier, which I would totally flip-flop these. Like, The New Frontier is better than Dark Apocalypse War, there's no question. I would vote for New Frontier. That's just a no-brainer to me. So we'll see. We'll see. I wouldn't be mad either one. This number 1 ranking here is nothing in my mind. It should not be there. So yeah. Number 5 seed is Spirited Away. and it's going up against Scooby-Doo Zombie Island. Personally, I'm voting for Scooby-Doo Zombie Island. If I were to vote, I mean, when I say I vote, that's just me saying I think it should win. Alright, number 3 seed, it's The Boy and the Heron, which just won Best Animated Picture. It shouldn't have. Across the Spider-Verse should have won, but it's fine. It's going up against Jonah. Ooh, that's a tough decision. I would probably say The Boy and the Heron. Its animation is just fantastic. Number 7 is The Lego Movie, up against Arthur Christmas. That's another really tough one. I would probably vote for Arthur Christmas. I don't know if that's just a recency bias since I just watched it this last Christmas for the first time. The Lego Movie is really good, but I think I'd rather go with Arthur Christmas. Number 2, Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse. Yeah, it's fantastic. What's it going to be beating? The Super Mario Bros. Movie. Yeah, it's going to be beating that. Absolutely. Number 6 seed, Guillermo del Toro's Pinocchio. It'll be going up against Superman Red Son. Interesting. Pinocchio or Red Son? I would probably go with Red Son. 4th seed, it is Kubo and the Two Strings, a new movie I just watched this year, so it got onto this list. Against number 13, which is Rango. Wow, Rango is so low. I'm voting for Rango for that one. Oh man, there's no way it beats out Kubo and the Two Strings. Number 8 seed, Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse. Okay, and what is it going to be beating out? The Secret World of Arrietty. Ooh. The Secret World of Arrietty is probably, I guess it's not my favorite Studio Ghibli movie, because that would be The Boy and the Heron. But yeah, so Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse, gonna win that one, obviously. I'm seeing the 2 Spider-Verse movies beating it out right here, and one of them is gonna be winning this category. I don't know which one I would vote for, but, we'll see. It's gonna happen. There's just no way it's not going to happen. None of these movies are gonna... Rango possibly, maybe, but there's no way. There's no way. These Spider-Verse movies rule the day over here. Alright, so that is it. I will be right back in just a matter of... And I'm back with the results from the first round. But first, I have to explain myself. Why in the world are things like Wish, or Elemental, or The Mario Movie on my list here? Like, what are they doing in this tournament? This is supposed to be the best. The best of the best movies. So why in the world are they on here? Well, what I do for my rankings, when I pick my top 16, I always replace the 16th seed with a new movie that has come out. So Pixar's movie that came out was Elemental. So whatever the 16th slot would have been for my favorite, the 16th best Pixar movie, I swapped in Elemental. And for Disney, I swapped in Wish. And for DreamWorks, Ruby Gilman and Teenage Kraken. So I swapped that in. And there are several new movies in the everything else category, but that is because they were actually good enough to rank. Like The Boy and the Heron and Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse. Those were new movies that came out, and they were good enough to rank. The Mario movie was not. That was the one I just kind of slipped in there because it was a big movie. So yeah, it gets it. But now, let's move on with the results from this first round. From the Toy Story 2 versus the Cars 2, we had Toy Story 2. Not a shocker. Obviously, everyone saw that one coming. We've got Up versus Luca. It was Up, and by a pretty considerable margin. We've got Finding Nemo versus Cars. Cars. So far, the only reigning champion. We've got Incredibles versus Wall-E. A little bit scary on this one, but it was the Incredibles, and it wasn't even that close. So now we've got Cars up against the Incredibles. I'm going for Incredibles all the way. I'd be shocked if Cars could pull it out, but Cars won last year, completely shocked me. So we'll see. As for Up versus Toy Story 2, it's got to be Toy Story 2. In my mind, there's not really a chance. Toy Story versus Elemental Toy Story, and this was the very first 100%. I'm sure there might be a couple more going forward. Coco versus A Bug's Life, and it's Coco. We've got Toy Story 3 versus Monsters University. Toy Story 3. This one was pretty doggone close. I was a little scared, but in my mind, it shouldn't have been close. Toy Story 3 all the way. And then we've got Ratatouille versus Monsters Inc. And it's Monsters Inc. I'm sure some people are very happy about this. I mean, not so much. I think Ratatouille deserves it. But the people have spoken. So now, Toy Story versus Coco. Toy Story's got to move up. Toy Story 3 versus Monsters Inc. This one will be a really tough one. I'm not sure which one will win. I'm probably going to vote for Toy Story 3 being the one I think people will vote for, but Monsters Inc., a very respectable movie. A lot of people hold it in very high regard for Pixar. It would not shock me if it won. But I would like to see all these Toy Story movies move up. Have it be all Toy Stories and The Incredibles. That would be fantastic. Down here for Disney, we've got Cinderella versus Wish. Hey, look at that. It's another 100% for Cinderella. The reason Wish appears to have one vote here on Discord is because the bot automatically votes for both. So it looks like someone voted for it, but really it was just the bot. So yeah, there we go. The Little Mermaid versus The Emperor's New Groove. The Emperor's New Groove moves up. And then we've got The Beauty and the Beast versus The Fox and the Hound. Well, obviously... Wait, what? Yeah, okay. This shocked me. And it wasn't even close. Like, I figured, like... This never even entered my mind that The Beauty and the Beast could lose in the first round. Do The Fox and the Hound, for goodness sake. Look, okay... I'm actually surprised because I only have like 110 subscribers. Look up here, 65 votes. People showed up. The Fox and the Hound fans showed up for this one. It's just crazy. Who knows? Who knows what's gonna win in this tournament, man? I cannot believe the Beauty and the Beast lost. Okay. Next we've got Tangled versus Wreck-It Ralph. And it's Wreck-It Ralph. This one was gonna be really tough. Wreck-It Ralph, it can have it all the way. This was a really tough one. And now the question is the Fox and the Hound versus Wreck-It Ralph. I'm gonna definitely say Wreck-It Ralph. Like if Wreck-It Ralph versus Beauty and the Beast, that would be a little harder decision. But this one's not a tough decision. But we'll see if the Fox and the Hound fans show up again because man, that was crazy. The Emperor's New Groove, it's gonna beat Cinderella. There's no doubt in my mind. Now we've got Aladdin versus Robin Hood. It's Aladdin, of course. Frozen versus Lilo and Stitch. I was a little iffy on this one. It's Frozen. I'm not super disappointed. I think I said that it was gonna win. Lilo and Stitch, great movie. I would say Frozen edges it out though. The Lion King versus Hercules. It's The Lion King. Not a huge shock. Sleeping Beauty versus The Jungle Book. It's Sleeping Beauty. Not a shock there either. Aladdin versus Frozen. It's a sad day if Frozen has a chance to be Aladdin. So it's got to be Aladdin going up. And then it's The Lion King versus Sleeping Beauty. And although I think Sleeping Beauty is a masterpiece, Lion King will most likely go up. And then Aladdin versus Lion King will be up. I'm 90% sure that will happen. Let's go on over. Take a look at our DreamWorks category. We've got the How to Train Your Dragon versus The Road to El Dorado. Yeah, this one, How to Train Your Dragon won, but it was a lot closer than I thought it was going to be. I was actually going to be kind of happy if The Road to El Dorado won, not because I think it's better, just because it would be a really huge upset for the tournament. And I mean, The Road to El Dorado does deserve a lot more shout out. If you haven't seen it, go watch it. It's freaking awesome. Now we've got How to Train Your Dragon 2 versus Teenage Kraken. Yeah, it's How to Train Your Dragon 2. This was another 100%. Puss in Boots: The Last Wish versus Megamind. Oof. Oh, tough one. And it's Megamind. Ouch. Man, it's sad to see The Last Wish going out in the very first round, but there it goes. Shrek versus the Prince of Egypt. Yep, it's the Prince of Egypt. Not a huge shock. Prince of Egypt, absolutely amazing. It will most likely beat out Megamind, but I mean, I won't rule out that there's a chance Megamind could beat it. And as for the How to Train Your Dragons, the first one's gonna win. I don't know of almost anyone who considers the second one better. Yeah, I can't really think of a single conversation I've had with anyone where they think the second one's better. So the first one will be going up here. Alright, let's go down here. Chicken Run versus Madagascar 2. Madagascar 2. I'm a little surprised. I think Chicken Run's a good deal better. And Chicken Run only got like 1 vote, so good on you to the one who voted in my Discord for Chicken Run. They agreed with me. Okay, Shrek 2 versus Rise of the Guardians. Rise of the Guardians, this one kind of shocked me because I thought people like love Shrek 2, and apparently people like Rise of the Guardians better. So, I mean, I'm a huge fan of Rise of the Guardians, but I haven't seen Shrek 2, so we'll see. I'll watch it eventually, hopefully. Wallace and Gromit: The Curse of the Were-Rabbit versus the Penguins of Madagascar, and it's the Penguins of Madagascar. Don't agree with that, but I just think it's kind of funny because I'm pretty sure I called that last time. Penguins of Madagascar is a fun and great movie. All right, Kung Fu Panda versus the Kung Fu Panda 2. It's Kung Fu Panda, and again, shout out to the one person who stuck up and voted for Kung Fu Panda 2. It is a fantastic movie, but I do have to agree with the majority where they say Kung Fu Panda, the first one, is better. And it's gonna beat Penguins of Madagascar here. And as for Madagascar 2 versus Rise of the Guardians, I don't know, man. My gut tells me Rise of the Guardians should win, even though I think like the comedy Madagascar 2 is really good, and I really like Madagascar 2. But just going off my gut, it's been a while since I've seen Rise of the Guardians. I feel like Rise of the Guardians, oof, it was pretty good. It's yeah, actually, I'm gonna say more people will like Rise of the Guardians than Madagascar 2. So yeah. All right, let's move down here to the everything else category, and Justice League: Dark Apocalypse War versus Justice League: The New Frontier. It's Dark Apocalypse War, but look at that. You might think, wait a second, baby giraffe, that's a tie. It is. It's the number 1 seed versus number 16 seed, and this is the first tie we've had the whole tournament. I'm actually surprised there haven't been more. So what I did was, because I used the rankings on Rotten Tomatoes, the critics, to rank them in their order, what I did was I went to the audience score, and that determined our winner. And it was Justice League: Dark Apocalypse War. Now, we've got Spirited Away versus Scooby-Doo on Zombie Island. It's Scooby-Doo on Zombie Island. I am not disappointed at all. I freaking love Scooby-Doo. Zombie Island it's probably the best Scooby-Doo. It's not my favorite, but it's probably the best. We've got The Boy and the Heron versus Jonah, and just like that, the best animated movie of the year just lost to Jonah, A VeggieTales Story. I'm not disappointed. I love Jonah. Is it better than Boy and the Heron? No, it's not. But Jonah's a great movie, so I'm not disappointed it moves up. The Lego Movie versus Arthur Christmas. It's the Lego Movie. Arthur Christmas just got stomped, which I was kind of disappointed. I was kind of rooting for it, but it's whatever. The Lego Movie's great. As for Dark Apocalypse War versus Scooby-Doo, I'm gonna go with it's Zombie Island Scooby-Doo. It's gotta be. And Jonah versus Lego Movie, realistically, the Lego Movie's gotta move up. It's just better than Jonah. But I mean, I would say The Boy and the Heron's better than Jonah. So who knows? Who knows? But it's probably gonna be the Lego Movie. And moving down here, Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse. Does anyone really think the Super Mario movie has a chance? No. No, it does not. Look at that. I got 100 somehow. See, like I'm actually really shocked I'm getting so many votes here because I don't have that many subscribers, so I don't know how I'm getting this many votes. 185 votes. That's awesome. Like, man. But I just think it's hilarious how great. I mean, it's going to be one of the Spider-Verse movies. It's going to be representing this everything else category, and it would not surprise me if Into the Spider-Verse did it. So, I'm not disappointed. It's going to go far. Now we've got Guillermo del Toro's Pinocchio versus Superman Red Son. And it's Superman Red Son. Hey, I'm happy. This was a clean sweep. I'm happy about this. Kubo and the Two Strings versus Rango. It's Rango. Absolutely. This was a complete sweep on Instagram. This was the first one because there are significantly more people voting on my Instagram than there are on my Discord and all that. So yeah, I'm pretty happy with this. Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse versus The Secret World of Varieté. This one was a lot closer than I thought it was going to be, but I was kind of getting nervous because I'm pretty sure Across the Spider-Verse was going to go really far. Because yeah, I don't see Across the Spider-Verse losing to Rango, but it is possible. I will not rule it out. As for this one, Red Son stands no chance against Into the Spider-Verse, so there's that. As of right now, there are 32, and in just a few minutes, there will only be 16 movies left. Let's get started over here with Pixar. We've got Toy Story 2 versus Up. Toy Story 2. Moving on to the Sweet 16. We've got our reigning champion Cars versus The Incredibles. It's The Incredibles. I'm not shocked. Incredibles, it's going all the way. It's gonna be Pixar's nominee going into the Final Four. Down here we've got Toy Story versus Coco. It's Toy Story, absolutely. And then we've got Toy Story 3 versus Monsters Inc. That one's Monsters Inc. Surprisingly, I didn't expect that. I mean, maybe just because I wouldn't have chosen it, but Monsters Inc. It's respectable. It's probably gonna beat Toy Story. It's not gonna win. It's not gonna beat The Incredibles. So there we go. All right, down here for Disney, we've got Cinderella versus The Emperor's New Groove, and it's The Emperor's New Groove. Not too much of a shock. Now this one, The Fox and the Hound, the surprising underdog, up against Wreck-It Ralph. It's Wreck-It Ralph. But my goodness, guys, look at the percentages. 48% Fox and the Hound, 52% Wreck-It Ralph. That's crazy. I cannot believe, and look at the votes, 135 votes. That's awesome. That's just crazy to me. The Fox and the Hound, it's earned some respect right here. It pulled its weight hard. As for Wreck-It Ralph versus Emperor's New Groove, it's gonna be Wreck-It Ralph. Yeah. At this point in the game, like, I'm so confident, like, I know which is better. It's kind of stupid because I don't really know who people are gonna vote for. Aladdin versus Frozen, it's Aladdin. Thank goodness. The Lion King versus Sleeping Beauty, and it's the Lion King. Not too surprising. Let's go over to the other side of the board here. We've got the How to Train Your Dragons 1 and 2 going up against each other. It's the first one, not a surprise. Megamind versus the Prince of Egypt. It's the Prince of Egypt. A little stressful there, Megamind being such a great movie and all, but I mean, Prince of Egypt. I know I've said it'd be my pick for DreamWorks, but like, it would be my pick for all of these. I think it's the best animated movie of all time. So I hope it does well. I'm hoping it wins, but you know, I know people don't consider it to be as good as maybe The Incredibles or The Lion King or something like that. All right, Madagascar 2 versus Rise of the Guardians. It's Rise of the Guardians. Okay, not super. I mean, I didn't really know which one people would choose, so you know. Penguins of Madagascar versus Kung Fu Panda. Kung Fu Panda, absolutely all the way. And now, Justice League Dark Apocalypse War versus Scooby-Doo on Zombie Island. It's Scooby-Doo Zombie Island. I'm pretty happy. I'm actually kind of shocked it moved up so high. Surprised it beat Spirited Away the first time, but you know, it's whatever. Jonah versus the Lego Movie. It's Jonah! It was pretty close, but Jonah beat it out. That's pretty funny to me. I think that's just hilarious. Jonah versus Scooby-Doo Zombie Island. In that, like, both these both these movies don't really belong here this high up. It doesn't matter. None of them's beating either of the Spider-Verse movies. But, you know, at this point, I'm gonna say Zombie Island. I want to see a Scooby-Doo film go up. That would just be hilarious in my mind. All right. Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse versus Superman Red Son. It's Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse. Absolutely. Then we've got Rango versus Across the Spider-Verse. It's Across the Spider-Verse. And we knew this matchup was going to come. We knew it was happening. Let's just take a step back. Let's just take a step back. And let's look at what we've got now. I'm going to say The Incredibles beats out Toy Story 2. And since Monsters, Inc. beat out Toy Story 3, I can't see it losing to the first one. So I'm going to say Monsters, Inc. And then The Incredibles beats it. So that'll be Pixar's nominee right there. I'm pretty confident The Incredibles will win for Pixar. Okay. For Disney, I would like Aladdin to win. But realistically, it's probably going to be The Lion King. Wreck-It Ralph's going to win over here. Wreck-It Ralph might beat Aladdin, but it won't be it will not beat The Lion King. I just can't see that coming. So I'm going to say either Wreck-It Ralph or The Lion King will be Disney's nominee. DreamWorks, The Prince of Egypt. See, The Prince of Egypt, I'm really confident it's going to beat How to Train Your Dragon. But if The Prince of Egypt was going to lose to either of these movies, it would be to How to Train Your Dragon. And if How to Train Your Dragon moved up, then it would be a toss-up between Kung Fu Panda and How to Train Your Dragon. I don't know about that one. But yeah, see, because in my mind, Kung Fu Panda destroys Rise of the Guardians. But I'm pretty confident Prince of Egypt beats How to Train Your Dragon, and then it will pretty easily beat Kung Fu Panda, I'm pretty sure. So Prince of Egypt all the way. Down here, it doesn't matter. I'm hoping Scooby-Doo. Anyway, it doesn't matter for Jonah. Okay. But the Spider-Verse movies, that one will be tough. I'm pretty sure Across the Spider-Verse, in most people's minds, like they're on the hype train. They think it's better. It actually might legitimately be better. I don't know. They're really close. I have Into the Spider-Verse as my number one and Across the Spider-Verse as my number two. So I would be happy with either one of these moving up, and obviously in charge of everything else category. I couldn't really say which was going to win. If I really had to guess, I would choose Into the Spider-Verse. Yeah. All right. So next time I come back with you guys, it will be the end of everything.
This is the end.
I will have the results of everything in. And I'm pretty excited, guys. I am really excited. I think The Incredibles, and The Prince of Egypt, and the Spider-Verse movies, those are the ones that have the best chance of winning this year. I'm pretty doggone sure. We've already got cards out that won last year. Of course, I'm rooting for The Prince of Egypt, but we'll see. All right, I'll see you guys later. Welcome back, guys. To say everything didn't go according to plan would be quite the understatement. Things did not go nearly as well as I thought they would. Let's just start over here with Pixar. Toy Story 2 versus The Incredibles, going up against each other. Who's gonna win? The Incredibles. Thank goodness. Incredibles. It's gonna be Pixar's top one over here. Okay. All right. Not a huge problem. Okay. We've got Toy Story versus Monsters, Inc. The winner of this one is Toy Story. Did not see that coming. If Monsters, Inc. beat Toy Story 3 and Ratatouille, I thought for sure it would beat the first Toy Story. That's just crazy to me. But now I'm even more confident The Incredibles will beat Toy Story. It wouldn't beat Monsters, Inc., but it would be a little bit closer. It'll definitely beat the first Toy Story. Down here we've got Wreck-It Ralph versus Emperor's New Groove. Wreck-It Ralph. This one was probably my most confident win of the round, for sure. This was going to happen. Absolutely. Except that, look at that. It's a tie. It was a freaking tie. I had to go to IMDb and pray and hope that Wreck-It Ralph was ahead. And it was. It is. It's ranked higher than The Emperor's New Groove. Thank goodness. But not by much. So I was a little scared that Wreck-It Ralph was not going to be winning that. Okay. Then we've got Aladdin versus The Lion King. It's The Lion King. Okay. I mean, I would have picked Aladdin, but I understand. Everyone thinks The Lion King is the best, so I'll allow it. I'll allow it. I'm not that disappointed. How to Train Your Dragon versus The Prince of Egypt. It's How to Train Your Dragon. The Prince of Egypt is gone. It's been wiped. And now it will be going up against Kung Fu Panda. This one, like I said, I had no clue. Alright, it could go either way. I would vote for Kung Fu Panda. But man, now the Prince of Egypt is gone. Now it is, in my mind, it's down to The Incredibles and one of the Spider-Verse movies. For sure. It's got to be either The Incredibles or one of the Spider-Verse movies. There's nothing else that's going to beat those. Alright. Oh, down here, we got Scooby-Doo Zombie Island versus Jonah. It's Jonah! Surprise, surprise. And it will be going up against one of these Spider-Verse movies. We all knew this was going to happen, but which one won it out? It was Across the Spider-Verse. It was Across the Spider-Verse. Oof. Ooh, ooh. Crazy, crazy, crazy. But now we come back up to Pixar. Alright, Incredibles versus Toy Story. And it's Toy Story! What? What? Look at my shock. Just to prove that I didn't vote to sway, because I was super tempted to vote for The Incredibles here. I just had to put just a shocked emotion there. Oh my goodness. Oh, now it's just hands down. One of the Spider-Verse movies is gonna win this in my mind. There is nothing else. Nothing stands a chance now. It's okay. What is Toy Story going to be going up against? Okay, The Lion King or Wreck-It Ralph? It's The Lion King. Okay, so either The Lion King or Toy Story. Who will win that one? Probably The Lion King. It's I mean, God, in my mind, I'm just baffled The Incredibles didn't win. That's just crazy, but probably The Lion King. Okay, How to Train Your Dragon versus Kung Fu Panda. It is How to Train Your Dragon. Okay, alright. Great movie. It's the #1 ranked for DreamWorks, okay? Yes, it almost lost in the first round to The Road to El Dorado. It's fine, okay? How to Train Your Dragon is the nominee for DreamWorks, okay? And, what's gonna win here? Jonah or Across the Spider-Verse? It's Across the Spider-Verse. Okay, alright. So now, it is down to Toy Story versus The Lion King. Okay, Toy Story versus The Lion King. You know what? Let's do this one first. Okay, Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse versus the How to Train Your Dragon. Okay, the winner. This is Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse. It is in the finale. It is in the finale. And then we have The Lion King versus Toy Story. The Lion King versus Toy Story. And it is The Lion King. So this is our finals. The final two. It is The Lion King and Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse. This is the year Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse came out, okay? It is, in its first year out, it has made it to the final, okay? And it is going up against a veteran, okay? A seasoned veteran. Lion King has been out forever, harnessing goodwill in the hearts of people all around the world. Oh man, who will win? The hype train or the classic? Oh my goodness. And here we go. It is the winner of March Movie Madness 2024. Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse it was. And you were absolutely right, Spectral. Just like that, it's over. We tend to our wounded. We count our dead. And by dead, I mean 63 other movies. Other great movies. We've got the best movies of all time right here. Okay? And they all fell at the feet of the brand new Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse. I am very excited going forward in the years to come. How good will Across the Spider-Verse do? If it won its very first year, will it improve over time? Or will it falter? I don't know. Or what I'm really looking forward to seeing is how the next Spider-Verse movie does. Will it be even better? Oh my, or will it taint the view of Across the Spider-Verse? Oh, I'm so excited. Oh, thanks for watching, everybody. I hope you all enjoyed this. I freaking loved watching all the votes, even though there were some crazy upsets I didn't expect. Shout out to the Fox and the Hound. Cannot believe it. Man, okay, this is... Oh, what a great year. Okay, Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse for the win. Thanks for coming, everybody. Please subscribe if you like this kind of stuff. I'll do it again next year, and hopefully it'll be even better. All right, bye.